Yo, what's up guys? My name is JT and this is of course Model Railroad in the Southwest. We're going down to Colorado Springs to go check out the train show. On the way there we're going to stop at Chama and check out a little bit there and go to the gift shop and check it out. Then we're going to go to the train show in Colorado Springs and see what I find there, so stay tuned for the rest of the video. Came down to Chama real quick, gonna check this place out on the way to Colorado Springs for the Tico show. Thought we'd get down and stretch our legs and take a look at this. So this here is a station. That's pretty neat. I think it looks pretty cool. You can see down that way towards the engine house, and then there's a big pile of coal down at the end near the parking lot. Everybody's probably on a ride right now. There's a bunch of cars in the parking lot and the train's not here. Living so close to here, we've never ran or never been on the train here, so that should be something we're gonna do real soon. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the gift shop here. Alrighty guys, so we're currently staying in Denver right now. We're gonna go down to Colorado Springs to go check out that train show. Hopefully it's a good turnout. I've never been to a show there, so hopefully there's some good displays and some good stuff to buy. So we're gonna go hit the road now, so stay tuned for the rest of the video and check it out.
It's not an area I'm familiar with, but it sounds pretty. Make it down that way sometime. What's the hometown road?
Stuff off of the RCs.
Her Majesty Signature.
Yeah, do you know what kind of voltage you OH you unlock for?
Greg, do you know anything about OD?
About what?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger.
Okay,
Less
we're experts.
detail.
Awesome. So you know about as much as I do.
That's my other train.
You got too much time on your hands.
Okay, good. You guys see the sign?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You got the two trains that I'm controlling.
Alrighty guys, so we're back from the train show and it was a good time. I'll elaborate on that a little bit later on the drive home, but this is what I got. I got these 4 auto racks on the left and they're pretty nice, and I got the ones on the right that are in box. So the ones on the right are the Walther's Gold Line and they're new in box and they've never been touched. I opened them up and everything's flawless on them. They're perfect. The ones on the left, they're used, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're flawless. There's nothing broken. All the details there. So I'm really happy about that. You know, these are pretty expensive and I did spend a bit on them on the used market, and no matter where you're going to buy them, eBay, you know, marketplace on Facebook or wherever, you're going to spend a good amount on them, just because the used model railroading stuff market has just, you know, went through the roof. And that's just because everybody's getting into model railroading. You know, COVID hit, everybody started getting back into the hobby and all that stuff. So, but I'm happy that I got them. I've been wanting auto racks for a long time. I've been wanting to get some of the scale trains, river counter ones, but I've been on the fence about getting them. You know, they're like 75 bucks a piece, sometimes 90 bucks. But these ones are pretty nice. They're good. So the biggest thing that I got, and something that I've been looking for a very long time, is this Athearn Genesis SC70 ACE Electromotive EMDX 1201. And this thing is so nice. It's new in box, never been touched, and it's just perfect. There's no runtime on it whatsoever. It's a DCCN sound, so it's got the older Tsunami decoder in it. So when these came out, I think it was 2015 or 14, I'm not sure what year it was, but I really wanted them, or really wanted one of them. I just didn't have the money for it. I didn't have a good job to be, you know, throwing money away. But I am just really floored that I was able to get something like this. I'm really excited about it. It's a really nice model, and I got this one from Roy's Trains. I always get stuff from that guy. Every time I go to Colorado, I find stuff. In Pueblo, I found stuff in Pueblo the last time I was at the train show, and then his shop in Colorado Springs, I always stop at it when I'm in Colorado. But, you know, I got this for a decent price. You know, you really can't find these days. Even on eBay, you're looking at, you know, $500 to $600 for one of these models, and they're so rare. There's only like 2 of them on eBay right now. So now that I actually saw one in person and I had it in my hand, I just had to get it. So here it is. So when we get back to the house, I'll do a separate video on it just to show how it sounds and how it runs and all that. But that's pretty much it. This is what I got. I'm really excited about everything that I got. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna wrap this video up at the end of the video on the ride home. So see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so today what we're going to do is we're going to ride the Georgetown Loop train, and we're going to board at the Silver Plume Depot. So we're going to take the kids on that and see how that turns out. It's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to take some video, show what that's like. You know, I kind of feel embarrassed because I live in New Mexico and I've never ridden the train at Chama, and we live so close to it and I've never ridden it, and we're going to ride this one. So I think later this year we're going to ride the one in Chama, so I think that's going to be fun as well. So stay tuned for the rest of the video and let's check it out.
I've got some grocery shopping that I forgot to do last night, so I asked our conductor, Sam, if we could take my shopping. He was brave enough to say, sure, why not? I hope everybody's ready to head to Cherry Creek Mall for a shopping spree. No, I'm just kidding. Our tracks only extend a few hundred feet beyond the bottom of the high bridge. A lot of people wonder why we go down under the bridge. We actually do this for one reason, one reason only. Speaking of our past.
Very good.
You can come up next week and it's pumpkin. Is it next week?
Alrighty, folks, the problem.
What are you doing? What are you doing, handsome? Kitty patootie.
Alrighty guys, so this is Roy's Trains, and this is the place I'm always talking about in my videos. I always come here when I go to Colorado, and I always check out its store. I wasn't gonna come this time just because I spent a ton at the train show, but I decided to come either way. So here is a really nice little 4x8 layout. There's a ton of details on it. All the buildings have lights in them, and they have a bunch of street lights and whatnot. I don't normally see any trains running on this layout. I think it's just kind of like a display piece and sort of an eye catcher. Here in these cases are some brass locomotives and a little bit of higher end locomotives. There's one here on the left as well. There's always a ton of little cool things in there. This wall here has newer items that are new in box, but there's a little bit of older stuff there too, like those Proto 2000s you just saw. Here on the left is a ton of rolling stock. There's just boxes upon boxes of stuff. Normally it's a little bit more, although I think Roy took a lot of his inventory to the train show that just passed this weekend. Every time I come to the store, I feel like I go to a train store just because the prices are just great. There's so much of a variety of stuff. He even has human box train sets there. There's some newer stuff on the right here. There's a bunch of Walther stuff. There's some scale train stuff and some blue box kits as well. He has some garden railroading stuff there onto the left and then on the back wall as I pan around with the camera. There's some more garden railroading track there on the right if you want to start your own garden layout. And then there's some O-scale track on the left. And here on the right is just a bunch of passenger stuff, bunch of passenger cars. And here on the left is a bunch of engines. And here is a lot of blue box stuff. There's some lifelike stuff, some Bachmann, but there's a majority of blue box from Athearn. On the right you'll find a ton of O-scale stuff. And on the left there's some structure stuff, like little details, and then in the case there's cars and trucks and tractors. There's some cases for your locomotives if you want to get them. And then there's some structures here that he gets secondhand. He gets most of his stuff from estate sales or people that just want to get rid of the collection. They call him up and he'll go and buy it. Here on the left is some beer cars. And there's some more structures. It's incredible, this place it is. And here on the right there's some structure kits from Walther's Cornerstone and Bachmann and Lifelike. And then there's a ton of scenery stuff. There's trees and foliage and a bunch of other things that you can get for your scenery supplies. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of Roy's Trains. Go check it out if you have some time and if you're in Colorado. Alrighty guys, so we're finally back from Denver and boy, I'm tired. We had such a great time. We had a ton of fun. We did a ton of stuff out there in Denver and the surrounding areas, and we just never came back to the hotel. We were out the entire day and we didn't come back till late. It was a great time, just like I said. We all got to do something that we wanted to do, that we had planned to do when we went out there. I was able to go to Roy's Trains. We rode that train out in Georgetown and that was a great time. The scenery was beautiful. The weather was great. It was nice and chilly. We wore sweaters. It was really nice. So, and also we went to the train show, which was a great time. There was a ton of stuff out there. There was a ton of layouts and it was a great time. There was that Swedish layout, which was really cool. Tons and tons of detail. You look at one scene and then you move to another one. You go back to the scene you were looking at and you find more details. It was just really cool. Got to meet the owners of the layout and they travel with it, and it's pretty neat. And like I said, there's a ton of stuff. I bought those auto racks and I got that engine, and I am just so excited about that engine. I had been looking for that engine for years. You know, I wanted it back in 2015, couldn't afford it, and now 2022, years later, I was able to find it and I'm really excited. So now I'm going to lash it up with the other EMDX that I have and it's going to look really good. Now, the train show was a little bit on the small side, but it was nice because it was kind of, it was kind of private. It was nice. There wasn't too many people. You weren't stepping on a bunch of other people, just trying to look at other stuff. I had the two strollers and I was trying to weave in the areas with the strollers is kind of hard. When you have kids, it's hard to go to train shows, and now there wasn't that many people, so I was able to navigate the train show much easier. And there was just really friendly people out there, really knowledgeable people. I was told to come to the train show somewhere in Colorado. I don't know if it's Pueblo or Colorado Springs, And there's another one, like I said, in October, but I don't think I'm going to go to that one. It's just a little too close to the trip that we just had. So I'm going to go to the train show in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is going to be in November, mid to late November. I'm going to go to that one. That one's going to be a ton of fun too. I know it because I went to the last one last year in November, and it was great. So what you see in front of you is stuff from Roy's Trains. You know, I had no plans on going to Roy's Trains. I was going to hit the road, hit I-25, go home. But no, I saw the exit to the Chapel Hills Mall, and I got off I-25 and headed to the mall, and I spent like 2 hours there just looking through everything. That place, you could spend hours. There's just so many things there. There's so much rolling stock, so many engines. There's so many little details and bins that are just stacked and stacked and stacked, and it's just such a great place. You know, I love that place. I wish there was something like that near me. I wish it wasn't 5 hours away from my house, or 4 hours, whatever, however far it is. But I got what you see in front of you. I got this really nice spine car set with trailers already on them, and it's really nice. I saw it back in July of this year because we went up to Colorado Springs in July. We love Colorado Springs. We love that place. So I found that back in July, and I was like, should I get it or should I not? The price on it was just a little steep. You know, it was a little steep for my taste. And I mean, there's nothing broken on it. It's in great shape. It's just, it's weathered. That's the problem with it. I don't like buying weathered items. And it's just because, you know, none of my stuff here at home is weathered. And, you know, you put it together and you see the new stuff. I mean, the new looking stuff. And you put it next to weathered stuff, it just doesn't look right. It makes it look out of place. But, you know, I just had to have this set. So I got it for a pretty good deal. And also, I got these trailers that you see in front of you. The Santa Fe, the Southern Pacific, and the L&N Piggyback. And I got those trailers for another spine car set that I have. That's a Southern Pacific spine car set. And I was finally able to get some trailers for it, because I've had that spine car set for several years, since like 2012. But every time I see these trailers somewhere, they're like 12 to 15 bucks a trailer, and I'm just like, you know, that's too much money. You know, I'm not going to spend, you know, 15 bucks for 15 bucks per car or per tractor trailer. You know, and that's 5 of them. That's a ton of money. Even at 10 bucks a trailer, that's 50 bucks. And to me, it's not that much, but, you know, for like just, you know, for a load for a train, it just sounds a little too much to me. You know, I think that money could be better spent on buying new engines or more rolling stock. But anyway, let me get away from that rant. On the right are some well cars. Those are really nice. They're in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with them. But I got those ones, and then I got another Husky on the left there that's new in box, in the Athearn box, and that's a Southern Pacific Husky with 2 containers already on it, which is, like I said, perfect condition. It's a new in box. But I got all this stuff for a great deal. You know, it's secondhand, but there's nothing wrong with it. They're all in great shape, and I always buy stuff from Roy's Trains every time I go to Colorado, and I love that place. If you ever get a chance, stop at that place. You'll love it. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the video. You've seen what I did. You've seen all the stuff I got. Like I said, I'll make a video about that Athearn SD70AC later. Maybe I'll do it of pulling all these cars or something, all the stuff that I got new. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, shoot me a comment. So talk to you later, guys. Take care and keep it tuned the rails.